Mining update, lesson about the industry and job hunt video. Welcome to Australian Mining for New Starters, and today we're going to run through the prices very quickly. We're going to do an update about a lesson about the industry. We're going to talk about gold and copper. That's where all the jobs are, and how if you want one of those jobs, you really need to learn how the mine works. And then lastly, we're going to do a job hunt video to show you where all these jobs are in these copper and gold mines. But first, let's have a look at the price. So if we go over to our worldwide gold jewelry price, and like I said, the reason that we do this is because this is the price that you'd have to pay if you went down to the Perth Mint to buy an ounce of gold. So it's over $3,900 an ounce Australian, and it's well over $2,600 an ounce US. So at that price, everybody is going nuts. And the copper price as well is $14,395 Australian, which is really strong, which is why all the jobs are in gold and copper. Now the coal price has come back up a little bit to to $121.50 a ton US, so that's gone back up a little bit, but I think that's got more to do with what's going on in the Middle East and around the world. And it's the same with the iron ore. The iron ore price has shot up a little bit in the last couple of days, and again, that's probably because of what's going on in the Middle East. But as you can see, all the iron ore and the coal price is down significantly on where it's been over the last couple of years. So if we come over and have a look at our map, this is a map of the country with all the gold and the copper mines loaded up on it. So you can see there's work all around the country, and you can see where some of the mines are, and you'll see that's where Krakow is, and they're looking for people at the moment. All the way through the middle of New South Wales, there's jobs. There's a few jobs down in Victoria at the moment as well, and over here in WA there's lots, but there's pretty much work in each of the states. So if we come over and we type underground into Seek, you'll see all the jobs come up, and you'll see lots of entry-level jobs in New South Wales, in WA, in South Australia, WA again, Queensland, WA again, WA, Queensland, 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 WA, Queensland, New South Wales, Queensland, WA. But you get the point. There's lots of jobs all over the country. They're looking for people everywhere. And even if you type mining truck job in and give it a spin, you'll see that there are lots of jobs going. But whereas 12 months ago, a lot of these, or 2 years ago, a lot of these jobs would have been on the surface because of the automation in coal and iron ore and the price going down, there are very few jobs in that area. And as you can see, the majority of these truck jobs are in underground mines for gold or copper mines around the country. And that's why you need to be looking at educating yourself to how the mine works, because when you know how the mine works, it actually gives you something to offer the employers. Because at the moment they need bums in seats, and they want people up to speed as quickly as possible. And the more you know when you walk through the door, the easier it is to get it all and hit the ground running and actually make a go of it. Because if you go in green to these jobs, what nobody tells you, and this is my problem with a lot of people selling resumes online, is that they've got no practical mining experience. This is why I like working with Jess from Beyond and Jasmine from Ruby Resumes, because they understand how the industry works, and that you need to educate yourself if you want a realistic chance of getting a job in the mines. If you've got a resume writer telling you that all you have to do is do a magic resume and start applying for jobs, the reality of the situation is that if you go in uneducated, it's 3 and 5 fail in the first 6 months. So while they might help you get a job, they're not helping you keep a job. And that's why we do the training and we offer the packages that we offer, because not only are we trying to help you get a job, but we're also trying to help you keep that job and make that job work for you. And this is the only really legitimate surface job that I've come across lately that they're really looking for people, and this gives you some idea of what sort of money that they're looking at paying people working on the surface now. It's not what it used to be. This is a more realistic number about what's going on around the country. So just be aware that, you know, where you thought the money was, the money was probably there in those jobs 10, 15 years ago, but right now the jobs aren't there and the money's definitely not there in the handful of the jobs that are there. So if you want a mining job, you definitely need to be looking at hard rock underground or surface exploration in gold and copper mines around the country. Those are the two places that have got no choice but they have to look for employees. They need bums in seats, and that's why they need entry-level people. So you can educate yourself using any of the three products that we've got. We've got the DIY, we've got the 3-step plan, and we've got the work ready. 3-step plan comes with the online training and a resume package. The work ready comes with the shift boss that's going to help you, as well as the resume and the online training. The DIY package, the reason we call it do it yourself is because there's full instructions on how to redo your resume yourself in interview prep, so that can be a good place to start for people. It's really important to work out whether you actually want to do it or not before you start going, because otherwise you're just going to waste a lot of time and money, and it can end up costing you thousands upon thousands of dollars if you do jump into it and you don't succeed for whatever reason, because you'll have quit your job, you'll have gone to site, you'll have failed, you have to come back to normal life, you have to find a new job, and in that time, 6 to 8 weeks might have passed and you'll just be burning through cash the whole time. So it's really good idea, and it's a good investment just to see if mining's actually going to be for you, and if it is, then you can upgrade to the other packages if you want your resume done or you want to upgrade to the work ready. It's all there to upgrade to. But yeah, if you want a bit more of a detail on what happens, what the 3-step plan or the work ready or the DIY does, you can see it in our courses column here. But if you come down and have a look at this bit here, you can actually jump on and have a look at what you're actually going to learn in the training. And we teach you how we blow it up, how we drill it, how we charge it, how we blow it up, how we bog it out, how we create the levels, turn them into stopes, backfill them all with paste. It goes through the whole mining cycle, shows you what all the jobs are on site, talks about safety, all that sort of stuff, and it just goes through everything that you need to know as an employee. And it goes through in the duties of in the nipper course as well. It goes through the nipper and watering down and general mining information and tag boards and what you need to do in pre-start meetings and the safety representative, and it goes through the different types of mining. Really, it's a really very in-depth course that allows you to actually talk to people about what's going on the mine site, and it gives you a huge advantage over everybody else, and that's why people get jobs that do the training. And if you want to see all the people that have gotten jobs, then you can come over to our Wall of Fame page, which is halfway down the courses column, and you can see all the people that have sent us messages once they've got jobs, and there's lots there. And they all did it themselves. They learnt how the mine works. They were able to show the employers in the interview that they had that mining knowledge up to date, and they were able to walk straight into a job. And so, guys like Jeeves, he did the DIY package, and he walked into a 7-7 in Victoria, which is just great. So there's lots of work around the country. It's just a matter of giving the employers what they want. So I hope you found that information helpful. I know this is a shorter video than normal. The reason for that is that I decided that we really need to concentrate on gold and copper at the moment, because that's where all the work is. And you're pretty much, not that you're wasting your time, but I don't think that you got that good a chance of getting a job unless you're going for those gold and copper mines, and unless you're looking at the underground space for the truck driving and nippering roles and off-siding roles. And if you want to work on the surface, then the majority of the jobs that are available are in surface exploration. And you've heard me talk about surface exploration before on the channel, how you really need to like camping to be able to go on a job like that. If you do like camping, then it's money for jam. But if you don't like camping, then you're probably not going to last very long. So it's all about knowing what you're getting yourself into and giving what the employers want. So if you've got any questions about the mining industry that you want answered, please send them through. And if you could share this video around and like and subscribe the channel. Thanks.